Hey everyone, Rabbi Abe here from rabbiabe.com. Just wanted to let you know that if anyone has questions or you would like to learn more about my coaching, or you simply have an issue you would like to discuss, and if you can do it within 30 minutes, you can. Free of charge. Just go to my website, rabbiabe.com, and schedule a 30-minute free consultation with me, and I will see you over there. All the best. Are you a robot? Well, I realized this morning that I was a robot. I'm Rabbi Abe from rabbiabe.com. You know, I was in the prayers this morning, and suddenly, for whatever reason, the question came to my mind, why am I praying? I mean, it sounds like a crazy question, right? Because I go every morning to pray. I get up very early to pray. And I pray, and, an hour or so goes by, and I'm doing all the things. Why all of a sudden I ask myself the question, why am I praying? And you know what the answer is? Because I forgot. So I started to think back to the beginning when I started praying. What did I want? It was more clear. I wanted blessings. I wanted to be more connected with the light for me. I wanted to be guided. I wanted to, be more in the right place at the right time. I wanted to be directed. I wanted to bring, more sustenance into my life. I had a lot of things, right? I wanted to be able to see my garbage so that I could fix it, so that I could do my, spiritual work in life. So I had a lot of desires. Ask me, when is the last time I thought about any of those things? And the answer is a really long time. So, what am I telling you here? Everything in life has the potential to become a robotic exercise, and probably is. What is the meaning of a robotic exercise? A robot has no soul. What is our soul? Our soul, according to the Kabbalah, is the vessel that contains the sum total of our desires. It's desires. That's what our soul is. It's the holder for the spiritual light of fulfillment in our life, for everything. So, if you do something without having an active desire, obviously we do things and we have desires that we're not necessarily aware of, and we're doing things, but I'm talking about the things that we've chosen to do. Things that we're involved with. We chose to be in a relationship. If we did, not everybody, but those who have. What did you want in the beginning of that relationship? You probably wanted to be closer to that person. You wanted maybe that person to be in your life. You wanted to be with that person. I mean, those desires are pretty clear. Let's say you got married. Now the person is in your life. You sort of got what you wanted. Do you still have desires? Where's your desire now? What does the relationship look like now? Is it the same as when you were going out, when you were dating? Maybe not. You might come home, they'll come home, you say hey to each other, hopefully you'll give each other a kiss, whatever, you have something to eat, you watch some TV, and that's it. Good night. Tomorrow, rinse, repeat. Wait, what happened? Where's the excitement? Where's the energy? I'll tell you where. It's still there. But if there's no desire to hold it, no active desire, well, it's not going to feel good. You'll be bored. You might look for other excitement. It's the same way with everything. Let's take food as an example. Do you just robotically, when you feel hungry, do you just go to the refrigerator and pull out the first thing that you see because you're hungry? What are you going to eat? If you do it without desire, an active desire, you have to ask yourself, wait a second, what is it that I want from this food? What do I want to achieve? Do I want to achieve just filling my stomach at the moment because I'm hungry? Or do I want health? Do I want pleasure? Whatever it is that you want, let it be clear. There's a principle in the Kabbalah of elevating sparks of light. You can get pleasure from something, but you have to know that this is the reason. I want the pleasure of the food that I'm going to eat. Now, I don't know if that will also give you all the health benefits of the food. It may not always lead you to the right food. But if it is pleasure that you're after, and you know that, you just want to indulge, be aware of your desire. And when you eat, enjoy it to the fullest, because it's there for you to enjoy in that moment. And again, that doesn't mean this is the reason why we should always eat. We need to have different desires. We need to have good desires. I'm not saying that's a good or bad one, but again, there's a time and a place for everything. But enjoy it to the fullest if that's what your desire is, because in this way, you're enjoying the food that was created for you to eat in that moment, and you are elevating that energy to a higher place that will benefit you. So, you see, if you understand what I'm saying, we need to be aware. We can't afford to be a robot. Why? Because robots have no soul. Robots have no desire. Robots are dead inside. They can do all the things robotically. And that's unfortunately how we live a lot of our life, robotically. At least one area of our life. And it's probably the reverse. It's probably two areas in our life. One we're aware of, the other two we're robotic in. So, if it's with money matters, some people are forced into a situation, maybe you're a business owner, where you have to constantly be on your toes. What does that mean? It means your desire is more active than not. You may do certain things robotically, but since you need to think all the time, or a lot of the time, then you're less of a robot. Let's say then if you're an employee somewhere, then you might be more of a robot, not necessarily thinking about what it is that you need to do and when. You're doing it robotically because you've already been at that job for 10 years and you're bored already. But what was it to begin with? You were excited maybe about your job. You looked forward to going to work for the first couple of weeks. You wanted to do the best you can because you have active desire. Okay? Now, I'm not saying that desires can't change along the way. They can, absolutely. But we still need to be aware of them. If our desires change, then those desires need to lead to a positive place. Meaning you can't be at your job and look at your watch and say, I desire to go home at 5, but it's only 3 o'clock and I'm so bored. Well, or you need to change your desire, or you need to change your job, because that's no way to be living, right? More often than not, it's our desires that need to be reawakened. There's a question, the most important question we can ever ask ourselves is why? Why am I doing what I'm doing? Why did I start this originally? For many couples, because I coach couples on occasion, and very often the relationship will say goes stale. What happens? The desires become all, confused. You don't know what you want anymore. You're bored. You come home to the same person all the time, and, not a good situation, right? One small thing that I advise couples, and if you're, in a relationship and you might be in this situation, is go back and look at your wedding pictures, assuming you're married, okay? But you understand where I'm going. Go back and look at the joy. Go back and look at the happiness. You weren't thinking of getting divorced then. You weren't thinking of separating then. You weren't thinking of, greener pastures and having an affair then, were you? Because if you were, then you shouldn't have gotten married in the first place. Generally, most people don't get married thinking they're going to get divorced. But probably 85% or more of couples do get divorced. What's wrong? Well, this is one of the things. We are not aware of our desires. They change along the way. We don't change, and our desires go to sleep, and we become oblivious. We become a robot. And again, robots have no light. Robots have no pleasure. They are a robot. So what's the message of this video? The message is refuse to be a robot. Now, this is not easy. What do I need to do to stop being a robot? Start slowly. It's like working out. You don't start all at once. Start slowly. Start reawakening your desire in one area, maybe in your relationship. Start asking yourself, why did we get started in this relationship? How did I feel? What did I do in the beginning of the relationship to get what I want? I wanted this person. I wanted to be with this person. I wanted to spend time with this person. I wanted to talk to this person. I enjoyed their company. Well, is that now too? No, reawaken the desire. Go back to the seed level. If in your job, go ask yourself the same questions. Why did you start this job? Where was your excitement coming from? What was your objective when you started this job? Was it only to make a living? Or did you feel you could make a difference in this company? Could you contribute something? Could you, do something? Could you be creative? Did you feel you were contributing value? Did you feel useful? Go back. Go back. Don't take it for granted. Go back to the seed level and reawaken those desires. When you're hungry, and it's quite important, especially for health reasons, ask yourself, what do you want from the food? You want to just fulfill the moment? You want just instant gratification? Or do you want to have a healthy benefit? Do you just want the pleasure of the moment? If you do, that's okay. But that shouldn't be every day, and you should be aware of it. And so when you do eat something only for the sake of the pleasure itself, have total awareness, have total consciousness, and do it right. Get the most out of it. But understand that's the exception. When we eat, we should have the right desires, okay? To eat the proper food that's good for us, everyone's different, and to eat the right amount and to be balanced and so on and so forth. Again, obviously there are details to every one of these, but you get the idea, I hope. The object of the game is to stop the robot. Stop the robot, because a robot gets no light. A robot gets no fulfillment from the Creator. A robot's not connected. When we are connected to that light of the real fulfillment, number one, it's going to make us happy. Number two, it's going to connect us with the force of the universe that gives us direction, and that gives us the blessings of life, all the blessings that life have to offer. Be blessed, everyone. Thank you very much for watching the video. Please give it a thumbs up if you like it, and share, subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and I will see you very soon on my next video. Thanks for watching.